This week we're in Dominica, a new country to us that's brimming with things to see and do. We check out a waterfall, explore an amazing place called Red Rocks, then finish up with a tour of a beautiful river. I cannot say enough about the beauty of this country.
'Cause even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh.
All right, today is middle of the week, and we're in Dominica, and we're gonna go do a tour of some hot spots around the island. We'll go to I think we'll go do some waterfalls. We'll go to a place called Red Rock. We'll have lunch. It'll be interesting. I know Red Rock is supposed to be beautiful, and there's an amazing black sand beach there where the sand's ferrous. You can use a magnet and it'll stick to it. That should be fun. Anyway, it'll be nice to get off the boat. It is so dead calm here. I was able to work on the sail. We'd put it on incorrectly and had a twist in it, and so I was able to unfurl the Genoa and get that all fixed. And now we just have one major problem, our water maker, but I'm not going to mess with that until we get back. So it's really good and hot down there before we start working on things. This is Faustin. He's part of a boat worker collective called Pays. They work together to make the boat boy process a lot less pushy, and they organize a lot of events and excursions for cruisers. They even patrol the anchorage at night to keep things safe. And this is the dock and the facility that they built for cruisers. It's a really cool nonprofit. I wish other islands were this well organized. Where are we going today? This is Omar. He ended up being our tour guide for most of our time on the island, and he is awesome.
We got to swim? Yes, you can swim in the falls, but let me warn you, the water is colder. It's the rainforest, so it's gonna be a bit cold.
This was not my laundry. Sometimes the Pays guys lump tasks together, and this was one of them. So first stop on the list was in the rainforest, Syndicate Falls. Biggest waterfall been to yet. Look at that thing. And it is cold. Get the ring.
The ring is very low, so they can walk as far when it went and then said they were massive. And then land the spaceship right there.
So this is Red Rock. It is a clay formation, and there's a bunch of iron, it's like iron ore. These clay formations are just crazy. There's caves and ravines and all the beautiful colors, and then that mixed with the color of the ocean and the green of the island. It is stunning, like unreal looking. This is all soft clay, so locals at some point carved steps down into the ravines and even carved out a few small rooms. Yeah, this is the Dominican Batman squeeze. Wow, that's pretty good. Woo! What a cool island. Dominica, I'm glad we stopped here. I think we're gonna end up staying longer than we planned because there's just so much to see. Omar and I bonded over music on the way back to the boat. This is their prime minister. Kind of funny. And this was some really raunchy music. It was a long day, and it only gave us a taste of what this island has to offer. All right, I am gonna run the water maker and see how long it takes for it to show where this water is leaking and see if I can see where air is getting into the system. It makes a very distinct noise when there's air in it, and it seems like it's after 3+ hours. So I just set it to run for 4, and we'll go take a look. So I can already see air in the 20 micron filter. So the first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change these filters because they look kind of gross, and reseat these, and then clean the pre-strainer out, and then try it again. Problem is, this is expensive water-wise. When you run it, when you stop it, it back flushes, and when you use up 5 to 7 gallons of water. Since I just started it, I'm gonna stop it about halfway through to try to save some water because we're running low. So a bit of a problem looking at the filters. The 20 micron filter it's pretty gross, but it goes all the way up and down the filter. Looking at the 5, it's only been using half the filter, meaning there's been air in there. And usually when you back flush with fresh water, it pushes that air out, and for some reason it hasn't been pushing it out. It could be that I didn't tighten it enough. It felt tight when I loosened it. There could be a problem with the O-ring in there, and I have some spare ones because I learned that lesson in Bahamas. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap the O-ring out just in case, and I'll put these back. I'll put new filters in and run it again and see if I'm still seeing air get in there somehow. Okay, cleaned out the strainer, replaced filters, re-primed with fresh water. I put fresh water in it. I don't think it mattered, but I put fresh water in the filters, the 2 pre-filters, and a lot of air moved through. Seems to have worked itself out. So now I just need to watch. Tried tightening down the bolt where all that salt is. That thing's solid, so there's still something broken on it, but I think we can make at least enough water to get us to St. Martin, and I'll have a technician look at it there. And in the meantime, I'll clean all the salt up and you know, try to get us at least making enough water for the next couple of weeks. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna run this for 8 hours, and then we'll see if it runs into problems halfway through like it did the other day. And if it doesn't, then we're good, and it's something that we can nurse along until I can have somebody look at it. By the way, this is the second set of clothes that I've sweat through today. It is still brutally hot. Yeah, it's gross. I wish I was back in that waterfall. The next day, we decided to go on a tour up the Indian River, which is right there in the anchorage of Portsmouth. This is kind of where Pays started. 12 of the river tour guides got together and created the organization to make sure cruisers felt safe when visiting. They provide security in the anchorage, water taxis, they can arrange excursions, and they put on social events and barbecues for cruisers. By the way, this little hut was used as a scene in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Nowadays, it's a place to get coconuts and jellies for the tourists. The tour itself was very peaceful, and Foston filled us in on all of the ecology around us. These guys are really good at what they do. This bird was hunting land crabs and it found one. Once you get to the end of the river, there's a little bar there. It's kind of touristy, but they did have an awesome bar cat. We were really entranced by Dominica and decided to stay a bit longer to take in more of the island. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram for what we're doing in real time, and we'll see you next week.